Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix when the game is not launching on your Windows computer. Now the first step is to restart your computer. Do not ignore this step. Just restart your computer once, and after the system restart, launch the game, and then you can check. If that does not work, the next step is to add the game.exe file to exploit protection. Now for this you can just type in exploit protection in Windows search box and then go to exploit protection and then go to program settings over here and then click on add program to customize. Click on this plus icon and then click on choose exact file path, and then you can go to the game installation folder. So wherever the game is installed, in my case the game is installed in C drive, program files x86. Now open the Steam folder, Steam apps folder, and then open the common folder. Now over here open the game folder, select the game.exe file and then click on open. Now once the game is added, you will see this prompt, and over here you can see program settings. This is only applicable for ds.exe. Now over here override, put a check on override system settings for all the options over here. So here override, if this is on you can turn this off. Again put a check over here, turn this off. Again it is already off, so override again. Now if this is on, turn this off. You have to put a check over here and you have to turn this off. Again turn this off. It is already off. Again off. So here it is on, turn it off. So here you can see this is on, turn it off, turn it off. So here you can see I put a check on all the options and each one is off. Everything is off. Now you hit apply over here, and this requires you to restart ds.exe. That means you have to restart the game. Click on yes to allow. Now you can launch the game and then you can check. Now the next step is to, now you can skip this step if you're not able to launch the game, but if you're able to launch the game, turn off DLSS and then set memory streaming to default, or you can set it to low and lower down graphics settings. So you can skip this step if you're not able to launch the game, but if you're able to launch the game, and then you can try these options. Now once you launch the game, go to options over here. Now once you go to options, now go to graphics settings. Now over here find DLSS. So over here you can see DLSS. Now you can turn this off. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Once you turn it off, confirm, and then you can check. If that does not work, you can go to graphics settings once again, and then over here you can see this find memories for streaming. Now if this is set to high, you can set it to default, or you can even go for low. So you can try this and then confirm and then check. Still not working. In that case you can try window mode. So you can select window mode, and then if this is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p, or you can even lower down mode, and then you can confirm and then check. Also graphics quality, now if this is set to very high, you can set it to default, or you can set it to medium or low. So in my case I have set it to low. This is working fine for me. So lower down graphics settings and then check. Now the next step is to install Malwarebytes Desktop Security Support tool. Now this has worked for many players, so you can copy this. You can search in Google, and then you can go to Malwarebytes website, and then you can download the support tool. You can click on it, and then you can run this exe file, and then you can install it on your computer. Now once installed, you can open this. Now go to advanced option. Once you go to advanced, over here you can see repair system. Over here you can see this option which says Windows Management Instrumentation, that is WMI. Put a check over here and then click on repair system and let the process complete. And once this is complete, now you have to restart the game. So let this complete and then you can launch the game and then you can check. If that does not work, then restart your computer once. So after this, you can restart your computer, and after the system restart, you can launch. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics card driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So to perform a clean installation, go to NVIDIA website and then select your graphic card from the list. Make sure that you select your graphic card and then select the right operating system. So if you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, select Windows 10 and then click on Find. And once you click on Find, you will see this page. Now here you will find the latest GeForce Game Ready driver. Now click on View, and then once you click on View, you will see the download option. Click on Download and let the download complete. Now once the download is complete, run the exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see this screen. Click on Agree and Continue and then select Custom option over here. By default, Express would be selected. Select Custom and then click on Next, and then you will see this screen. Now put a check on the box which says Perform a clean installation. Make sure you put a check on Perform a clean installation and then click on Next and let the installation complete. Once the installation is complete, restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now AMD card users can go to AMD website, select your, first of all, uninstall the current graphic card driver, restart your computer, go to AMD website, select your graphic card, install the latest graphic card driver, restart your computer once again and then check. Next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this you can type in graphics settings in Windows set box, go to graphics settings and then click on add desktop app and then go to the game installation folder. So open the game folder and then select the game exe file and then click on add. Once the game is added, click on the game over here and select over here high performance. You will see your graphic card over here and then you can launch the game. Also if you're using and that is for laptop users. Now if you use external monitor, you can just make sure that you plug in the display cable or HDMI cable to the dedicated graphic card, not the motherboard slot. Sometimes we connect the cable to the motherboard slot that is inbuilt graphic card. So make sure that you connect the your display cable to the graphic card slot. And then it's still not working. If the latest graphic card driver is not working, you can roll back graphics card driver. So you can go to, I'm showing for NVIDIA, go to NVIDIA website and then you can select your graphic card and then select the right operating system, click on Find. Now on this page, scroll down and then you have to click on view more version. So click on it, and if the latest one right now is 576.80, whichever is the latest, if that is not working, maybe you can try different old graphic card driver, maybe 576.28, and for me this is working, 566.36. This one is working fine for me. But when you roll back graphics driver, select the custom option, and during the installation, make sure that you put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation, then restart your computer and then launch the game. Now the next step is to install Visual C++ file. This has also worked for many players. So you can go to this website and then on this website scroll down, and then over here you can see x86 and x64. You have to install both the files. So click on it. Now if you see the repair option, run this exe file first. Download both the files, that is x64 and x86. Now run this exe file once this is complete. And if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install, click on yes to allow. Download this x64 file as well. If you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install, click on yes to allow. And once x86 and x64 both are installed, restart your computer. Restart is a must after this. And after the system restart, you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to verify the game file. This is important. So you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, and then go to install files tab, and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is 100% complete, launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to run the game from the game installation folder. So instead of launching the game from here, you can just make a right click, select manage, click on browse local files, and go to the game installation folder. And then over here you can see the game.exe file, make a double click, launch the game, and then check. If that does not work, make a right click, go to properties, go to this tab, put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator, hit apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game, and then check. Still not working. This time you can put a check over here and then select Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. Still not working. You can even try Windows 7 over here and then hit apply, click on OK. Still not working. Put a check on disable full screen optimization, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game, and then check. Now when you put a check on all these boxes, still not working, in that case you can uncheck these boxes and then hit apply, click on OK, follow the next step. Now the next step is to, now if you're using any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you're using, allow the game.exe file to antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, open Windows settings, go to privacy and security, then click on Windows security, then click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down, at the bottom you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on allow an app through control folder access, click on yes to allow. Click on add an allowed app, click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder, select the game.exe file, click on open. Now type in control panel in Windows search box, go to control panel, and then go to system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings, click on allow another app, click on browse, and then go to the game installation folder once again. Open the game folder. Select the game.exe file and then click on open, click on add. In my case the game is already added, so once the game is added over here, now you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to rename or delete this settings CFG file. Now for this you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select manage, click on browse local files. This will take you to the game installation folder. Now over here you can see this settings.cfg file. Make a right click and then copy this, and then you can create a backup. So paste it to the desktop. Once you have a backup created, now you can delete this folder. Make a right click, you can delete it or you can even rename it. So rename it or delete it, all the saved settings will be lost when you rename or delete this file. And then click on yes, and once not done, now launch the game and then check. Still not working. You can rename the save game files. Now when you rename the save game files, you will lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. So if you agree, you can do this. And first of all, you can create a backup first. Now for this you can go to C drive, users, username, your username, open app data folder. Now if you don't see app data over here, at the top click on view, select show, and then put a check on hidden items, and then open app data folder. Open the local folder in case of Windows 11 users. Windows 10 users, you can open local folder, and over here you can see Kohima or Kojima production. Open this, and over here you can see Death Stranding DC. You can just copy this folder, create a backup. Once you have a backup created, now you can make a right click and you can rename this folder. Now once you rename it, now you can launch the game and then you can check, and you will lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch, but you already have an original folder, so you can always put the folder back whenever you want the save game files. Now the next step is to update the BIOS. To update the BIOS, you can go to your system manufacturer website. This has worked for many players. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, and then install the latest BIOS. In case of laptop, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% when you update the system BIOS. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the BIOS. After the BIOS update, try to launch the game. Next step is enable or disable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Now for this, you can open Windows settings, go to system, go to display, and then scroll down, go to a graphics option, and then over here you will see advanced graphics. Click on it, and then over here you can see hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Now if this is on, you can turn this off, and then you can launch the game. If this is already off, in that case you can turn on hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. So if this is off, you can turn it on and then check which one is working fine for you. Next step is to try power saver mode. Now for this, you can type in control panel in Windows search box, and then click on control panel. Right. So control panel, and then go to control panel, and then go to hardware and sound, and then go to power options. Over here you will see power saver. In my case, I have only balanced, so you might see this power saver. So if you see power saver, you can select power saver and then relaunch the game. You can even go for balance. You can even try high performance. Check which one is working fine for you. But first of all, try power saver and then check. Now still not working. In that case, you can install this Intel Extreme Tuning utility software. You can install it from, just search in Google and install it, and then you can go to performance core ratio. If this is set to 58x or maybe 59x, you can try maybe 55x, 54x, or maybe 53x. Try to lower down performance ratio and then hit apply, and then you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to launch the game using NVIDIA app. So if you're using NVIDIA app, you can just launch NVIDIA app on your computer. Now once you launch NVIDIA app, you can go to home option over here, and you will see the game over here, and you can go to setting. You can just click on play over here. Try to launch the game from here and then check. If that does not work, you can go to settings. If you see this optimize option, you can hit optimize, and then you can launch the game. Now in case if this is already optimized, then over here you might see the restore option or maybe revert option. In that case, you can click on revert or restore, and once that is done, you can launch the game and then check. So if already optimized, revert optimization. Next step is to try DX11 or DX12 in the launch option. In that case, make a right click on the game, select properties, and in the launch option type in -DX11. Now you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can even try -DX12. Now you can launch the game and then check. Still not working, then you can remove this, empty it, and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to update Windows to the latest version. Now for this, open Windows settings, go to Windows Update or Update and Security, and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed over here, then restart your computer. And after the system restart, launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to unplug all the external, this is important, unplug all the external devices which are not using. So if you have HOTAs, wheel, pedals, any kind of USB adapter connected, disconnect it. If you have extra controller connected, disconnect extra controller connected, disable Steam overlay. Now for this, you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, and then launch the game. If you have any other overlay application running like Discord running, you can go to Discord settings, turn off overlay in Discord settings. If you have NVIDIA app running, you can go to settings over here, and then over here you can turn off this NVIDIA overlay. Turn this off, and then you can launch the game. Also close all the overlay application. Make sure that you close all the overclocking application. Now if you're overlapping, close all the overlay application and then check. Also do not overclock. If you have overclock, you can set it to default. Close all the overclocking application, like if you have MSI, Afterburner, Reva Tuner, or any kind of overclocking application running, you can close it. Also, if you have any third-party services or application running, you can close it. If you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box, and then click on View Advanced System Settings, and then click on the first settings, and then go to Advanced tab, and then click on change over here, and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive, and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 gigabyte. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 GB. So 116 into 1024. 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5. 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576, and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 gigabyte. I have 16 gigabyte of RAM. So 16 into 1024, I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3, that is 49152. 49152. Now click on set over here, then click on OK, apply, OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drives. So if nothing is working, you can uninstall the game. Now after you uninstall the game, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, and then restart your computer and then install the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to different drive like D drive or E drive or any external drive, try to install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed to C drive, in that case you can install the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to run this game successfully on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Hi guys, if this video really helps you, you can give me a super thanks. This really helps me a lot and your support is appreciated. Hi guys, if this video really helps you, you can give me a super thanks. This really helps me a lot and your support is appreciated.